can hear me. Can you guys hear me well? Hopefully so, because I don't think there's any possible audio issue. Hopefully. Welcome, my dearest angels, to another Dislyte stream. Oh, mercy. Something. Anyway, what a goddamn day. I don't know where to start. The reason why I was actually doing like a little testing audio is because I decided that today was the day that I was cleaning my computer. And I was kind of thinking it was not going to be that big of a cleanup. But yeah, the pans of my laptop were kind of dusty. So it was really needing a good cleanup today. Good thing I actually thought about it, because otherwise probably my stream would have been kind of asking for help maybe. But I did a good thorough cleanup. Even for my desk I did a good cleanup, so should be good. Now there's also a lot of things that happened today as well. I mean, and probably just give off a little bit of a fair warning. I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused it. But I have something on my lower lip. I think it's the inner lower lip that it bothers me. I'm not saying it's painful, but it bothers me. So there's probably gonna be times where maybe I might be a little bit silent. I don't know. Because whenever I talk, whenever I try to hit my lips together because I'm talking like this, I can feel it and it bothers me. And the only way that it makes me feel somewhat good is cold water. And it might be some sort of inflammation coming. I have no idea. Could be chocolates, who knows. But honestly, it bothers me a little the first time I'm getting something like this. So yes, I might be babying this out. Who knows? Especially for these. Come on. This just come from Tab. But this was quite a Friday. I don't know if I should start off on the bad side or on the good side. I mean the bad side or the funny side, at least for me. Because the funny side for me, at least it's funny for me. I'm not sure if it's be funny for the younger people. But I mean, for me it was fucking hilarious. But I'm gonna start off on the sad part because it's not something I want to leave it for last, nor I just want to get people's attention. Because I know some people are just gonna ride late anyway. So this was the first time for me, so bear with it. I'm the type of person that dreams a lot. I'm not gonna admit that I don't. I do dream a lot. But the thing is, I know when I'm dreaming. And most of my dreams are fictional, or I know that they're fantasy-like, because they have some components that are fantasy-like. Today was not the case. For some reason, I had a very realistic dream that really made me believe that I was I was awoken, I was just living my usual life. However, it was not a good thing, because the dream made me feel really bad because it put me on a context of someone close to me that died. And let's just say that it made me feel really awful because it put me on a point where I was the only one really angry, really sad about it, and almost nobody seemed to care or just dismissing my feelings. And I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I mean, I'm probably calling off just those parts, but honestly, I say the whole dismissing feelings, but honestly that was the least of the last of my thoughts, really. Because my first thought was why the death part in the dream? Because I've had a dream before where, even though it was very fantasy-like, it predicted something. So I have a feeling that even though death in dreams it may not be literal, I've seen that it made me big change. And basically just the death of what the person used to be and will become like a new person somehow. And the thing is, the person that died in my dreams was my dad. And yeah, I was really fucking upset. I'm just the fact that I'm almost about to I'm talking about it, even it's already making me feel upset. But the thing is, knowing that my dad is close to the day of a big surgery, even like he's gonna have at least one of his hips, like one of his hips fixed, maybe gonna have like some sort of like implants placed on it. And the thing is, both his hips need to be replaced. And but the thing is, first and foremost, his right one needs to be prioritized. So I guess my brain, my subconscious, was trying to dramatize the whole situation. Maybe, I don't know. Sim, sonhei com o meu pai tinha morrido. And it felt very real. The thing is, I'm not really used to realistic dreams. I'm used to having like some sort of like fictional aspect on them. And I felt like I was like living the dream. And at some point in the dream, I was just like starting to lose hope, starting to like believe that everything was real, and then at some point, I think my brain, or like me in a dream, was like forcing myself to wake up. Like trying to say like, wake up, this is not real. And I think that kind of worked, because by 9 a.m. sharp, I actually even remember, because I immediately got out of bed and actually looked at my mother's clock, which is at her bedside table. It was 9 a.m. sharp is when I woke up, and I actually opened my eyes, and my first feeling, even though it was relief, I immediately had a panic attack. I had like a really bad anxiety attack. Like I was like heaving, like breathing very rapidly, like heaving quite a lot, and my I was crying quite a lot, and I might be laughing, but I was really in such a stress. And my first thought was like trying to like run around the whole fucking house and trying to see if I could find my parents. And sadly, my parents weren't home. They actually left to, I think they were just trying to grab something to have breakfast or just do something. But the thing is, an hour and something later, they came home, and I was fine until then. I was able to eventually calm down. When I was still having the panic attack, I say panic, but it's actually more of an anxiety attack. I don't know if I ever had a fully fledged panic attack. And I actually at some point looked myself in the mirror. I don't think I've had my eyes ever that much red. I was crying so much, and I was like trying to. I think my brain was like relieved. My brain was like so relieved that it was not real. But it feels like my body was still in such a fight and flight state. So eventually my thought was like wondering, like, it's such an interesting thing, like your body will not always like respond with what your mind wants the body to respond. Like your brain will feel something or will want the body to feel something, but the body will not cooperate immediately. Because I was relieved that the dream was not real, but my body was still like feeling that dream still. So it was awful. Sonhos assim intensificados, pode no Google. Significa mudança. Morte nas pessoas ou morte da própria pessoa significa mudança radical. Pelo menos pelo que eu sei. And that was kind of honestly like a first experience, and I don't want to feel that again, frankly. And well, I was alright by the time that my parents got home, and my parents were like, "Are you okay?" And I immediately hugged my dad, and I was about to burst out of crying again. And he was like, "Oh, did have anything happen to you?" I was like, "I had a dream," and they were like, "Oh," they almost wanted to like baby me out, but at the same time they still had like groceries, so they really couldn't do much. But it I, I think they kind of understood. They didn't want to like pat me in the head or anything, but I didn't want to fully judge me because they saw how stressed I was. But that was like that was honestly kind of like messed up brainly, I guess. Hey there, Zacto. Oh, how you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. You just arrived at the end of sad chat of mine, because I was just talking about like something that happened in the morning today. And just to not grab too much attention, I'm just not gonna repeat it. It's fine. I didn't mention last time, but I like your modern expressions. Ha ha ha. Good to know. Good to know. I did take a long time trying to toggle them in and trying to make them work, so it's good to know that a lot of people do mention them. It is like the core thing about my characters, like what I want my character to be known for. I don't want my character to be known as cute. I don't want my character to be known as an angel. I want my character to be known as unique, mostly. Well, she might not have like a lot to like be compared to more well-designed characters, I guess. But mine can be quite simple, but at least on the aspect of like expressions, she can nail it. I mean, if I also had the programs I used on the toggle of expressions back then, I can maybe wipe up some other attempts as well. Sadly, I don't have the things again. But anyway, the other thing, this one was honestly the funniest fucking shit, was my parents' day. Apparently my dad found another addiction. And his previous addiction was Candy Crush. My dad used to play so much Candy Crush. Like he was like competing with whatever ladies were like so many levels up ahead in Candy Crush. I don't know how many levels Candy Crush even has, but it probably has like over thousands of them, and he was way up there. And he either like completed them all or probably got tired because he passed on to another game. And my mind got blown when I found out what that game was. It was goddamn Mahjong. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Mahjong? Is it Mahjong? Whatever. That little Chinese tile game. Do you guys know about that? Hopefully you know about that. And the fact that my dad is already like level 100, probably even more than that, on that game, he started like maybe 2 days ago, probably more, because actually my mom actually started 2 days ago. My dad probably started like more than that. But my mom also got addicted to the game because of my dad. And now they're rivals in the game. Imagine your parents being rivals in a game. We were having dinner, and they were like discussing and being like what feels like finicky rivals, talking about the game. And honestly, I just looked at my brothers like they're behaving like us right now. they were not even behaving like baby boomers. They were not behaving like boomers. They were behaving like Gen Z, like me and my brother. Even probably even younger. They were like so they were like acting up so young. And in a way that was making me feel really good. A couple being rivals in a phone game, that's wonderful. It is amazing. and for like some part of the evening, I was like, at some point my dad was like playing on the phone, and then I just ended up snitching on my mom, saying like, "Hey, dad is playing on the phone," and mom was like, "Well, fuck." And I was just finding that so fucking hilarious, because I said that just like saying like, "Dad is always on the phone," something like that, when I did not know that my mom also played the goddamn game. So it's fucking hilarious. It was so hilarious, honestly. And my dad is also like, he is retired currently, but sometimes does some side hustles, some side jobs, that is still kind of related to his previous company. So he's not always working, but now mostly he is like at home, and because of the operation that he's gonna have to do, he still needs to like take a rest, and he's still in a bit of pain, so he spends some time on bed. So he found something to entertain himself. That's not something I'm judging. The thing is, the fact that they only found about Mahjong now. That is the thing that just blew my fucking mind. And honestly, I feel happy that they are at least entertained somehow. I'm honestly really happy about it. It was kind of a roller coaster, honestly. Really felt like it. Honestly, aside from like those things, do I remember anything? I don't know. I was like, I did play a lot of Mahjong so for a while. I mean, I didn't know what Mahjong was for like years. I actually don't know when my first introduction to Mahjong was. But I was probably like a teen or a kid. I don't know. But it was very early. The thing is, I thought my parents knew about that. Apparently they didn't. They didn't. That is why I was like so blown away. And I'm trying to remember something. But I think I'll eventually remember. Oh yeah, I remember. I was almost late. I mean, I was already a little late to start the stream anyway, because for some reason Dislyte started off like quite laggy for some reason. But eventually I was able to reboot it, and now now the game is running well. So that's cool. And once I actually got to the game, you're probably gonna see that there's no showcasing like login gates and stuff like that. So it's because I had to restart the game. So let's not waste my time. Let's open it up. Dislyte. Hopefully my sound is okay too. Like I said earlier, I did like a full-on cleanup of my of my desktop as well as my computer. So I had to also like disconnect my audio at some point. Yeah. So I ate something before coming here. It was just a little bit of chocolate, but still, it always gives me like this. And basically, by disconnecting the audio, it apparently also disconnected the property audio. And over here, so I had to reconnect it. Even though by looking at the audio mixer, it seems that it's okay. I'm not sure how about audio quality wise. I already did it, Mercy. Come on, wake up. Ooh. This is such a rare moment. How... When was the last time I witnessed a gold fucking record in a gold shop? This shit is so fucking rare in here. Even doing like the usual things. Even doing the like ritual miracles and stuff like that, it's much more common to get these things here. Oh, this is gonna be a good start. Today I might pass out while watching VTubers again. I mean, when it comes to me, I'm used to. So I'm not gonna be offended. If I get a new character today and I read their story, you're probably gonna pass out. I have a history of like having a voice that apparently lullabies people or lulls people to sleep somehow. Don't know how. Really don't know. Wish I knew, but somehow it happens because I've had a few situations where people fell asleep while I was just narrating. Wish I knew how that works because I thought my voice was really irritating. Also, I'm gonna be honest here. I do a formative course, and I'm getting a reputation of almost being like a teacher's pet, and I don't like it. Like, don't think of the typical teacher's pet where like bitches on the one who's doing like that stuff and stuff like that. No, I apparently there's like one of the teachers in my formative course. She is like always using me for examples. Like there was like one of the works that we did. We were supposed to do a podcast about globalization because I'm doing a formative course about marketing. And the thing is, there was like a situation that happened. I'm not going to full on details, but there was a situation that happened that caused me to have like a lot of anxiety. But the thing is, eventually I gotten better. I was able to calm down my anxiety, and I was able to deliver a very good presentation of the podcast alongside my group. And because I was the one that was presenting, or like the one that was commentating, not commentating, but the one that was making the questions, I was always making up like a really good persona, like I usually do now as a streamer. But instead of just like making the questions, like how do you do this, blah, 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 but I was like, and you, what do you think of this topic? I was probably like making some sort of like persona like that, and that made everyone go wild apparently, because it seems like nobody in the other groups was like having that same spirit as I was, and apparently that blew the teacher's mind, and she's been using me on almost every kind of example of a good person apparently. And I don't like that. For as much of my persona like showcases a deity, like a god or something like that, I don't like being the center of attention, and I end up like cringing whenever I notice that the teacher uses me a lot for examples, because I feel like, well, there's other people too. I guess it's just not being fair. And today there was like another example. I don't remember exactly why that was, but it was just like something, and I'm like, there's like that and that and that, and that was like it was because she chose me to be the one, like, oh, you're gonna be the one to say when are we gonna come back to the interval. And it was like, why do you have to be me again? Because it was me the other time. And I was like, no, it's gonna be that girl then. And I was like, no, and then the girl was like, no, you're always the kind one. And I was like, wait, what? I tend to be quite sassy. What do you mean by that? So, I was laughing it off. And then even just make a joke like, well, we'll just make an interval until the end of the course. Why the fuck not? I was just joking, but it was honestly, I don't know why I'm getting so much attention, really. I guess this whole little persona being a streamer really works. Oh yeah, this championship is gonna start soon. What did you want to do? Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is really fucking bad. Oh, this is really, really bad. I mean, I don't need the Momo Ripples no more. But they haven't really added any champion yet. Aside from Wenlock, but I don't need Wenlock. I really don't need Wenlock. They need to, like, add a new character or something. Nah, that was a lot of memo chips. But I didn't really need up like a character that can be like added to the championship, much like Yamato, Momo, and Wenlock. I don't know why they have not counted it. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Also, yes, according to the title, there's a good bad chance I might be getting Meta Alexa today. I was not accounting to how many of those thingies I was gonna get last time. I got like 4 of them. Keepsakes. Yeah, they're called keepsakes. I got like 4 of them. Like, I'm now only like 1 away from getting Meta Alexa, and I have 0 plans of getting her in the first place. I mean, I still don't have like a lot of points anyway, but it's now or never, really. I was going against a whale. What was I supposed to do? I've been noticing a lot of people with like Chinese or Asian like names in this game, and I was like, isn't there like a Chinese server in this game? There is a Chinese server in this game. Either people got tired of that and just went to this one, or maybe it's just people trying to be cool. God knows. Honestly, I missed a really good opportunity to just go and translate that. I don't want it now. The thing is, I cannot go back now. Also, recently, I went to the Dislyte wiki. That has not been updated since the Rio event. Which is honestly sad, because I think whoever was responsible for that wiki probably stopped playing Dislyte. And I was like maybe thinking going back to making like a guide for Dislyte again, but without using Excel like I used to. But trying to use like any other program. I tried PowerPoint, doesn't really go with the whole vibe that I'm going for. I'm trying to do something kind of interactive. Genially doesn't work. PowerPoint doesn't work. I'm being incredibly picky with many things here, so I need to find the perfect website though. Website or software. Genially got really close though, but sadly it doesn't really have the toggles that I want. And it's also sometimes I just have this little itch of making guides. I don't know why. I just have this little itchy thing of just making guides for games that I play. Even though it would have been really good if I had an itch to make a guide for Blue Protocol. Unfortunately, I haven't really gotten to that. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me take this opportunity to do this. Picture to text. Translate. There. Ah. No, I don't want Russian. English. Dogson? Dogson, okay. I thought it was gonna be funnier, but okay. Oh yeah, I still have to do this one. I mean... Dogson? I mean, I guess for Bushi that makes sense because he looked like a dog and his whole, like, fluffiness looks like sun. And unless it's Bushi. Oh, Bushi, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. No, honestly. Not beep out again. I don't think it is supposed to mean Fushi, though. Do you remember your dreams Optimus? Yes! I do! Whenever it's a very impactful dream, like a dream that somehow it just made me wake up or just like made me incredibly confused, I remember it. I will not remember every single little itty bitty detail of it, but I do remember it. I remember like my very first most vivid dream that actually predicted something that eventually happened with my mom. That was basically my I think my first and only prediction, dream/prediction. And the one and my last vivid fantasy dream before this one, even though this was not really a fantasy dream, was more like a very realistic dream, was one where I was somehow in a room and I was like hearing a voice, and it felt like I was in a game somehow. Like I was like in a very small room with like 2 windows and curtains and a bed, and for some reason I had to like climb up the curtains because apparently the floor was like filled with like tiny black spiky things that looked like sea urchins. I don't know why, but apparently if I were to touch on those things I would die. Apparently that's what the voice was trying to tell me. And also apparently the voice was also trying to entice me to touch them too. And I was eventually trying to climb up the curtains. I don't know how. And at some point I was able to levitate and get onto the ceiling. And that was all happening. Also, apparently it was also really dark. Suddenly out of nowhere, it got morning. The sea urchins disappeared. I don't know if they were really sea urchins, but they look like sea urchins. It disappeared. Those things disappeared, and I fell immediately to the floor. And I started hearing kids laughing. And apparently I saw like what looked like a paper doll, like a male paper doll, coming out of the bed. And apparently they were calling out, a voice was calling out to the paper doll. It was calling him, Ollie, come to us. Come to us, Ollie. And apparently the voice was coming from outside the room, coming specifically from outside the windows. And Ollie was tempted to, was very tempted to follow the voice. And when he jumped outside that window, it died. So basically, from what I concluded from that was that if you got out of the window, you died. And that was the end of the dream. That was like my last fantasy dream that I had, and I still have way more before that one. That was not my first one, however, the one that predicted that whatever happened with my mom. But it's still quite detailed, as you can see. Honestly, I don't feel bad about talking my dreams. I know dreams can be quite personal, but I think these types of dreams that I have are more like comical almost. And can actually make you think how weird my brain is. Fortunately, I don't remember the last time I had this dream. Oh man, I think it's been such a long time though. Just for context, my first fantasy dream, the one that the prediction one, it was by the time Sister Location, the Final Fantasy Fridays game, Sister Location 1 was about to be released. I don't know when that was. I'm actually gonna go and look it up actually. When was FNAF Sister Location released? 2016. My first non-realistic fantasy prediction dream was in 2016, and I still remember it. I still remember it. So it's gonna be weird. So I don't know with the one that I had today. It's gonna be the same thing. I would not be surprised if it turns out to be one that I will remember for almost forever. And I say I have like a memory of a goldfish, but for some reason memories are things that stay with me forever. Kitty kitty kitty, kitty kitty kitty, kitty kitty kitty. Defender. I also been trying to farm more of the Mirror Lab as much as I sometimes can. but my stamina doesn't even allow me. I need to also save up a little bit for championship. 3 Gaiuses. Oh, that's quite a combination. Are you trying to tell me something there, game? Are you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to rub more salt into my wounds, knowing that Gaius will and will always be my boy? Despite Yamato being my favorite, like I will always remember Gaius as being the one that carried me throughout the game. Okay, Triple Threat, I think I already signed myself up for this. Just making sure. I think I can do Fobator and just already like getting the reward already. I'm not sure if Dislyte is ever gonna go back to the reset on the 1 AM for me. Because I used to have the reset for Dislyte at 1 AM. Now it seems like it's always happening at midnight. For me, cool, fine, whatever. But the thing is, I was used to like be able to do things and be able to do the reset. Not the reset, but the gacha on a specific time. Not because of the reset. I had to delay the gacha just a bit more. I used to dream about the sea a lot, usually at night, where you can see only the flashes of foam on the waves. The waves were always very tall, great and terrible, threatening to sweep everything away, but never actually reaching past the shore. I miss those dreams. I don't have them anymore. I mean, something tells me you might have thalassophobia. You know what that is? I mean, probably it has nothing to do with that. I think you probably saw some beauty in it, but you probably were too terrified to go in deep in depth into the actual sea. So, if you don't know what thalassophobia is, look it up. Probably don't look famous, just though. Just say. It is a common fear, though. I myself, I am incredibly fearful of heights. So much so that I'm actually even terrified to even sometimes going to elevators. It's bad. It's really fucking bad because I mean I can muster myself and go to an elevator sometimes, but if it's an elevator that has some turbulence in it, hell no. It was always very beautiful. Sometimes I was sitting in it. I wasn't really afraid of it. That's soothing. That's really soothing. Fuck, that's soothing. I don't think I've had dreams that were reoccurring. I mean, I also have a very, very cool ability of being able to control my own dreams. Like lucid dreaming, I am able to create my own dreams because I think it is scientifically proven that gamers are able to lucid dream. So I guess that's normal. I do play games a lot, so no surprise there. But I'm known to lucid dream a lot. Now, having recurrent dreams that are not lucid dreams, I wouldn't say that was really my thing. And any dream that I would be able to remember before the one of the prediction, I don't remember at all. I guess I felt like I woke up somehow and then starting to like be able to note every dream I've had at that point, or at least almost all of the dreams I've had, because not all of them were that impactful, but some of them were really weird. I mean, I could go like full on. I could like use the entirety of streams just talking about the dreams that I've had. But I don't know if I should just like dedicate this live stream just talking about dreams, unless people are incredibly interested about the dreams I have. I've actually had nightmares for the first time in my life. It has been a couple years. Maybe that's why the sea isn't there for me anymore. Oh, that's sad. Oh man, that's sad. The way that he plays that out, it makes it so sad. Because it makes it look like you interpret the sea as an embrace. And I mean, I thought that I felt the waters like an element that I almost lived in because I used to love swimming as a kid. I actually even spent 3 years in swimming classes, and I had to stop because my shoulders were getting far too wide for my stature. I'm not kidding. That is true. If you swim at an early age, you're gonna widen your shoulders quite a lot, and for a girl, that's not gonna look good. And but I loved being able to swim. Although I'm not one for sea. I mean, if it is a sea that is like warm, not too rocky, doesn't have any kelp or anything, sure, I guess. I mean, the only sea I've been able to tolerate has been like the southern Spain. Southern Spain seas. Because anything from Portugal, I cannot tolerate it. Unfortunately, I've tried tolerating the seas of Portugal. It is not good for me. I mean, it would have been good health-wise, but nah. I just cannot really do it. But having to feel just to think and to feel the sea is like an embrace or something you feel so dear. And the fact that it is also an element so vast that is literally everywhere. It feels so good. And now, also because these years have been so stressful. I mean, I will dare say that 2025 has been like a year with full-on ups and downs. So many ups and downs. Oh god, so many ups and downs. Imagine finishing off this year with a fucking pandemic. Oh my god, if people go back to this VOD and actually a pandemic happens at the end of this year, I will be so mad at the world. Like, 2020 wasn't enough. The only thing that I know that might happen at the end of the year is not a pandemic, but rather like something that happened in my country that also happened like maybe 2 other countries as well, was just like a blackout, like an full-on country blackout. And people are saying or like some scientists are saying that it's gonna happen again in December. So yeah, not too happy about that. Also, are you guys even listening to my parents talking? Because I feel like I can hear them even with my headphones. God damn it. Okay. Oh, I need to keep doing the hero box. I do the hero box, but I keep forgetting that that is a thing, even though I do it. I think it's still gonna be quite stressful, no matter how much you're trying to make it good. Unless people also trying to make it good, it's gonna be really hard to turn this year into a really good one. I mean, dare I say that maybe one of the good things that I'm like really happy to see in 2025 is gonna be the game of the year. Have you seen the game of the year? The game of the year is so hyped this time. The game of the year is so good today. Not today, but this time. This year's so good. What? Wait, I can do it again? Really? Really? Have I not done it any other time? I find the natural world beautiful. And it is. I live next to the sea, so I'm in love with it too. The sound of the smell, the cold, the vastness. I also live near the sea. I also do. And I'm not saying that I don't appreciate the sea. Fuck yes, I appreciate the sea. But I mean, how can I say this? You can live near something and appreciate it, but not be your favorite thing, you know? Apparently I don't have to do it again. I just wasted energy for nothing. Well, thanks. So, I guess I just got really saturated over the fact that my beach is so popular. it's popular because of tourists. It's because it's popular because I mean it's close to a residential area anyway. So it's close to both a residential and commercial area. So it gets like a lot of attention anyway. And my mom loves to annoy me into like telling me like, oh, you should be like going to the beach because you have psoriasis, and salt water is really good to like ease down your psoriasis, which is true because when I was in vacation in Spain and I went to the beach, my psoriasis was going really well. It was barely any patches whatsoever, but when I finally went back home, the patches came back. So I guess she is right, but the thing is, I just cannot get used to the salt water. It just... But you can appreciate. You can just like stand by and appreciate the smell of it. The smell is incredibly refreshing indeed. Sometimes it feels like you're almost drowning, but at the same time it feels kind of feels refreshing. It is a must and I'm here. Welcome, Dylan. How you doing? I saw your stream. What happened that made you stop earlier? Because I was probably out for a little bit and really didn't understand why you had to step out for like 15 minutes earlier. Not that I'm pissed about it. I guess I'm just more worried than anything. I miss being able to smell things. Oh, you that stuffed? If I was like a really great like mother friend, whatever it's called, like that would be able to know every like little tip as to like be able to heal from stuff, I'll be able to give you a tip. But the only thing that really comes to my mind is like heat, I guess. I almost drowned once, ironically. It was in fresh water, not salty. I actually drowned as well on salt water. It was in vacation as well. It was like literally on vacation to Spain this year. It was on August. And because I was not... I think I did not jump well when a wave was coming by. I did not jump well. And I went under the wave without having to use my fingers to clog my or to close my nose. So water went in my nose and into my mouth. So basically I had to like cough it up, and because I also had breakfast earlier, I also ended up coughing up the breakfast. It was not good. I'm doing alright. I had an email from landlords and things involving regulations on the property and things to fix. I had to double check and make sure that we weren't breaking any rules and check my scooter. Dislyte is posted, so I had to order a new one. And not stuff. After COVID back in like 2021, I lost my sense of smell too many things. I smell flowers and foods. Half the world is just now air. Also my job because it's January. When I walk in some of the most disgusting places out there, I can tell. Also hurts because of the way I know it's too heavy on chemicals. It's because I get a headache. I, weirdly enough, can and can't relate because my sense of smell is really weird because my brain, and I guess I could say my nose, will be able to sniff out a food and be able to immediately recognize what type of food it is. But I can clean off my cat's litter and be completely fine with it. And my mom is almost like heaving whenever I do that. So my mom's smell is like very pure, and she I mean she works at not retail, but she works at warehouses. So she's probably kind of like used to some smells too, but she cannot really get used to my cat's litter for some reason. But I always have to be the one cleaning it. So and the funny thing is, either I'm really used to the cat's litter smell and I'm just got used to it, because I don't remember the first times I had to clean it, because I don't think I ever heaved or did any sort of like dramatic scene whenever I cleaned it. So I don't think I've ever had like a very pure sense of smell. But it is particular because whenever there's food involved, oh, then it changes everything. also bad with cooking. I can check if something is bad unless it creates visually, like with bread. For me, it has to be with my mouth. For me, visually and smell, it's not gonna work for me, so it has to be with the mouth. And I'm actually very peculiar when it comes to my taste bud, because I will be able to tell even when the rice is different, even though even if the rice is the same and the ingredients are the same. Because there have been times where my mom does the rice the same way on both days, and yet I still think they're different. Why? Apparently one time the rice is a little bit more drier, the other times they're just a little bit more wetter or something, a little bit more wet. So I can always tell. It is not always the same, yet I can always kind of tell when other people are just like not giving two shits about it. And but I mean, I'm not like saying like, or just like trying to criticize my mom or anything. It's just like, oh, I noticed this, or like, did you put something different? I'm like, she's like, no, I did everything the same. It's like, well, I do notice this, but I guess it was just like how it worked. And I just give more headaches to my mom, and I feel kind of bad. I feel really bad. But I mean, I'm not sure if I did have COVID too. I was also affected by COVID. And I'm not sure if I gotten any sort of side effect from COVID. My biggest assumption was my shivers, because I have a very specific shiver where people call it the anxiety shivers, but it's not based on anxiety. It is based on temperatures. Because if there's any change of temperatures, or like whenever I get out of bed and suddenly I go from like warm to cold, instead of like having like a typical shiver, instead of like using just like having your whole body just like getting all chicken skin or something, I literally look like my head just popped. My head just popped. It feels like I'm having like a tick, like those Tourette tics. I'm just not like doing any echolele or something like that. It's just my head just popped. And sometimes it gets really aggressive, and it feels like my whole body moves too. And it is just a shiver, but it's like an aggressive shiver. And I believe that I gotten that after the COVID situation. So it is not like a big thing, but it always makes up for my dad making jokes about soccer, apparently. So the worst is that some of my favorite foods don't taste the same anymore. Some seafoods I can taste anymore. What you're eating is smell as well as taste. I guess I didn't get the worst of the spectrum. Like, one of my only remaining foods I can enjoy is pho, because it's so vibrant with smell as well as taste. I never tasted pho. I guess when it comes to my country, we don't really try a lot of the like outside, or like a lot of the variety of cultural things. We're not ones to like try ramen, pho, stuff like that. But we're probably a little bit more casual, I guess. But I guess food-wise, I guess I gotten fine when it came to food. I guess it was just the shivers for me, because I remember that my first reaction when I was always worried. I was so paranoid when I was ever gonna get COVID, because my brother in my family, my brother was first. And he actually got it from his girlfriend back then. And the thing is, I was as soon as I knew my brother got COVID, I started testing every day. Because dare I say that I was just curious to know how COVID felt. Is it masochism of me? I just really was curious to know how I would react to COVID. And when I finally hit me was when I was eating cereals, and it did not taste the same. I was eating my typical cereals, and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. And I was eating my usual cereals, and I was like, this tastes different. And I went to write to my mom. I was like, Mom, the cereals don't taste the same. And my mom was like, well, you got COVID then. And I was like, yay. I was both happy and sad. That day I was like overwhelmed. I guess. Yeah, it's weird, right? It's weird that I was like that. And eventually when I got that, it felt like a really bad cold. I wouldn't say I was dying, but I was like having a really bad, it felt like a really bad cold. I was like coughing like almost out of lung or something. But I guess it was curiosity. Curiosity got the best of me. So not cool. It was not really. I should not have these thoughts like, oh, it's something new. I really want to try it, even though it's probably gonna kill me. It's not cool of me. Think of this. Ah, okay. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Bum 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 bum. Probably should be doing Mirror Lab. I'm just like wondering what else I need to do before I do Mirror Lab. I don't think there's anything. Okay, so onwards to Mirror Lab. Really, I miss COVID because back then it meant I was respected far more in my profession. When I got it, I got days off, no questions asked. It's weird. I mean, the COVID days were revolutionary. Sorry if I cannot say that word, but they changed the whole world. Like there was like the thought of like making like like work outside of the actual workplace. It was not talked about until COVID came and hit everyone basically. And when COVID came around, then the whole like thought of like, oh, we have to like make it so people can still work because we still have to make the world go around, and we still have to make the economy work because otherwise there's not gonna be anything that can be done, and people are not gonna be able to have food or anything, and so there's had to be a way. So basically, that's how we went with the having like being able to work at home. And that was not a thought before the COVID, but now that it is nowadays a thing, it is more acceptable. Even though that it is no longer like prioritized, it is still a thing. It can still there's still some jobs you can work at home. And I actually do my formative course at home. I just use Teams. I use the application Teams, and I just try to pay attention to whatever my teacher's trying to tell me, and we just chat about the topic. Really, I know it seems like very easy, but I also don't earn as much as you guys do, so don't think it's like whatever I'm doing is like really fucking cool. It is cool, but you don't earn as much. Remote work existed long before COVID. It just means everyone could do it. Before, it was treated as almost a privilege or a market seniority. Exactly. It was, I mean, I did say like it was not even thought about, right? It was really rare, but the thing is, it was a thing, but it was not common. Just not common at all. But now it's more acceptable. And honestly, the fact that even though a pandemic that did kill a lot of people, and did change the world in many bad aspects, it also brought some interesting points to the world. And maybe there's some good aspects. Sometimes we think that those really bad things are just gonna bring in bad things, but they sometimes also bring good things. And I really don't want to admit, I really hate to admit this because I'm so against war. But sometimes war also can bring good things. And I hate to say this, really hate to say this, because I'm so against war, but sometimes war even brings great things, and we can just look at history. Simple as that. If the COVID many wanted to go back to the office and many didn't want it. Let people know that their jobs could be done remotely on no penalty. People were saving money on gas and other things, not to mention the mental comfort of doing your job at your own place. And frankly, what is even the harm? Like, are you just like, I feel like whenever you have to do it in your workplace, like, I guess it just like gives more control. It just gives more control. I mean, you cannot really provide remote service to restaurants. I mean, if you're in Japan, that's a possibility. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. There is a remote service of like restaurants in Japan, mostly for disabled people. It is an amazing thing what they've done with that. But and thing is, but when it comes to like enterprises, when it comes to like office work, what is even the problem of trying to work at home? So long as you have the supplies, why not? Yeah, it is mostly just control, really. So, and I think really what the problem is here is like the enterprise just wants more control and just doesn't. It just has like a lot of lack of trust, and I can understand that from their point of perspective, of course, because there can be like leak of data or anything like that. But if things can be worked around, there can be like if a lot of security protocols can be put into the situation. That does not need to be a worry. Simply, the human spirit is a machine that turns tragedy into progress. Nothing wrong with acknowledging that. You know what's funny, Zach? You're just reminding me of that one song. Do you guys know about that song, Welcome to the Internet? Oh my god, if you guys know about that song, you guys are cultured. So am I, frankly. Because I feel like I know almost all the lyrics of that song. And one of the most infamous phrases of that song is like something saying like is that something classic song right there. It's like it's a tragedy for them is a crime, something like welcome to the internet. I cannot get the pricing. I'm like, the tragedy and boredom is a crime. Apathy is a tragedy. There we go. I was like trying to remember the first goddamn word. Apathy is a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything. That was a great acapella cover. Now that I mean, I mean, right now I cannot really bring in like the whole words, the whole lyrics into my brain, but anything and everything all of the time. You know, it wasn't always like this. Man, it's so freaking funny because I still listen to this song. And that song was released like when? 8 years ago? And the fact that this song is still realistic. I mean, when it comes to like certain words of the song, it may not always be like common now, but the fact that the irony of it is still a thing, it makes the song even more, how can I say it, even more legendary. It's such a good song because you'll know that it feels like internet changes but does not change at the same time. It's like a lot of things change, but it seems like almost everything just stays the same. And that sentence he said literally is what Rebellion said. Apathy is a tragedy and boredom is a crime. It basically is just what internet is about, and it feels like what reality is also about to be. Especially with the newest generation, because it seems like they're trying to be, not trying to be more dramatic, but they're trying to make more, they're trying to turn reality into more of a funny thing. The internet doesn't change, but it does evolve. Does it evolve? Does it evolve? Does it evolve? Now that's honestly something I wonder. Does it really evolve? Because I wouldn't be so sure about that. Honestly, I'm not really sure about that. Honestly, talking about like some specific aspects of the internet, sure, I could see that. But if you're talking about the internet in general, fuck it. Because if you're talking about the internet in general, you're gonna be also including like some people, some content creators that spread misinformation or just do some really horrendous shit. Just for, I don't know, likes, views, whatsoever. Because like their whole fucking life depends on it. When they could have a life. I guess you have a point. I thought whenever, I guess it makes sense that evolution doesn't always mean good. I guess when my point was like, evolution needs to be good, or it needs to be at least greater than what it used to be. But the thing is, it doesn't seem like it's just exactly what you said. Evolution doesn't involve like a straight line, but in my brain, it feels like evolution kinda needs to be going to the straight line. Otherwise, it's just not evolution. It's just like going to roll on a roller coaster of changes. And it feels like just every year that it passes, just like some random thing happens. Like I might be from a generation that had some weird memes, but I will never to this day understand why 6-7 is a popular meme. Why? I mean, YOLO, it has content. I'm from the generation that YOLO was popularly used. But what is 6-7 for? What is 6-7 for? Like 6-7. What is that fucking for? That just makes me real fucking old, man. And I don't have any tracking in my hands, so you guys can like see my hands. Like, I just feel so fucking stupid when I saw that was an actual meme. And I'm like, that is an actual meme? What does that mean? And I'm like, wait, it doesn't have any meaning. And I mean, I think I've had memes where they don't have a meaning, but I was okay with it. But that one just really has zero meaning, and I'm just not okay with it somehow. I guess I need to be a little more accepting. Specifies in 30 Celsius temperatures, if it was 35 temps, it can evolve to endure. Given enough time and opportunity, it can gradually learn to adapt, but not beyond. It won't evolve to 37 or 40 temps, but 35 because that is all it needs. It doesn't mean because it doesn't make sense, like many memes before it. I guess. We're still in the post-ironic era. It's not supposed to make sense. It's a feeling. What feeling, then? Is it supposed to be irony? Like, or making fun? Because whenever they do the things, it feels like they're trying to make fun of. Or they're just trying to, like, be all funny or something. Like, 6-7. Something like that. But, I guess. Eh. I guess I'm just trying to make too much sense out of something that's not supposed to make any sense. Just inside jokes that we all agree you understand from the context. 6-7's now a meme because it gets a rise from most an hour loop. I hate feeling like that. I'm a curious human being. I'm sorry that it does not seem right as me as a person to be like nosy and stuff, but the fact that I feel left out here, it feels awful. I dare I say. It feels honestly very awful. Because I'm not one to get into every little thing about the internet, but even I gotten cold. I've gotten called cultural by my teacher today, and I felt really cool about it. But I I probably am far the most cultured person in this fucking place. And the thing is, whenever I find something when I'm talking about something, at least I want to be able to understand it. The thing is, when there's something that I just don't understand, it makes me feel very fucking mad. And I know I'm gonna compare this to something that is. I hate say that I shouldn't be comparing this, but like I don't understand evil. I mean, there's probably a more understanding about the evil of mankind more than the 6-7. And this is probably something I should not be saying. I'm probably gonna be regretting saying this on stream, but I am saying this like hopefully consciously because I'm confused. I'm a confused human being currently, and one of the things that make me feel very like makes me debate too much about life and stuff is like how evil people can be. And I know I'm going from like one topic to another. I know I'm just like going from memes to evil stuff, but basically, there's some things I just don't want, I just cannot understand. Those two things are probably a few of them. Yeah, from what you say, Zach, that's what 67 is about. And basically, since there's no harm behind it, I'm okay with it. The thing is, I wish I could understand about it. Yeah, I guess I wasn't really nice of me to bring about it. I know that, but the thing is, it is like two things I wish I could understand more. Because, but the thing is, I guess I'm gonna put it aside my little noise when it comes to 6-7. The world can turn him into a monster, but it can give him an excuse to become one. Man, but the thing is, I know I'm just gonna put up the whole like meme topic aside. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I'm just gonna talk about the actual topic of the evil people. Because as of lately, aha, bot kicked dunked on. But but when it comes to evil, I've been seeing like a lot more evil crimes out there. And I say evil crimes out there, like saying like in a way that the crimes nowadays are far more brutal. Like it seems like people, whoever they are practicing the crimes, have less sense of themselves or have less humanity in them. And I'm starting to think, are we becoming more cold? Are we becoming more distant as human beings? Or is this like some sort of like psychological situation that people have and that's how it happens or something? I'm always curious about like I mean my brain has always thought like, oh, my country doesn't have like a lot of crime. It's been like at some point it was considered like the third safest country in the world. But it's not considered anymore because ever since that was announced, all the crimes have started happening. So what a fucking irony, wasn't it? But I've always wanted to understand what are the reasons or like why those things happen. We are becoming slightly more cold, if only due to our surroundings. We aren't free from evolution's cycle as the world evolves as we evolve to match it. If the world as a whole is leaning to a culture, we will naturally shift towards it. Yes, we are becoming more dependent on technologies, and becoming more dependent on technologies, we're not going to be so dependent on others, basically. There's going to be even a time where they're going to be able to develop something that the whatever elderly people that usually need someone to support them and help them, they're probably not going to need them anymore, and that is just going to cause more distance. And even though there's like some technologies that actually bring people together more, like being able to talk to people, or like video calls and stuff like that, in most cases it seems to do the opposite. And but I guess I'm not saying that the entirety cause it is the technology, but it seems like some other cases, like a lot of people seem to be like getting easily access to alcohol, many other things. And those things, even though they're not gonna be like the main reason, they're gonna be like what is gonna eventually guide the person to be able to do the evil things. It's just gonna like give them the push somehow. It's gonna help them do the push. And I know I shouldn't. It's not like a very good day for me to talk about crimes and stuff like that. But the thing is, today I was having lunch with my parents. We were even eating chicken, by the way. I remember that. And we were watching TV, and usually during lunch, we see a channel, and there's like one of those parts of the channel where there's like four people sitting, and there's like the presenter and like three people. It's kind of it looks like almost like a podcast, and one of them is like a criminologist, and the criminologist actually is he like talks very serious about the situation, and the crime on the topic of that time was very fucking stupid. It was not about death, but it was very fucking cruel. It did not cause the death of someone, but it caused quite a lot of harm, and it was harm in so many levels. And honestly, I just saw little to no humanity in whoever caused the harm. And that just made me question, like, seeing the other crimes from the previous days and previous weeks. How are people getting to this point? And my parents are thinking the same thing too. And how are we getting to this point? I'm not saying like all of us, but a lot of people are getting to this point. And it upsets me. It upsets me because I wish I knew. I wish it's not simple as to say like, oh, it's because of technology. That's because it's just because they're drunk, or it's because of this, or it's because of that, or it's because it's just because they were sick, or because they were mentally sick. I feel like there's something on par that has not been found. And I feel like there's probably something which I believe could be like a social stigma that I sense it could be like a social stigma, maybe that people have that really never got rid of, maybe. Locke's hyper-interconnectivity has been a disaster for the human race, but it's not going away, so we just have to adapt it. Exactly. It's fucked up though. Crimes are a mark of the human condition, but also the human environment. A crime isn't usually done for no reason, and often comes from a person feeling like they need to, or her that is the safest, easier course of action versus alternative. I wish, I wish it was just like safer course, unless this is like victim situation where the victim has to defend themselves. But easier course of action, you're so fucking right, because there's been so many situations where just because fucking the fucking perpetrator or whatever, the bad guy or the bad person was just feeling really fucking lazy, decides to commit a crime. Or it's because they didn't want a fucking job. Actually, that was actually because of the crime that of today. Just because the guy didn't want a fucking job, they decided to cause harm to the victim and cause him to do something. I'm not going to detail as to what was, but it was painful. It was painful just to see that. And like I was saying, it just wonders how people can get so low. Like, how can you not feel bad about doing that. I just don't know how people cannot feel bad. I guess I was raised by really good parents, apparently. I guess I was raised by really good parents to know guilt and those types of feelings because apparently some people don't know what that shit is. I get confused really. I worked at a store and do you know what I did come back for a minute? When I worked outside and talked to the homeless that were in the area off the bars were perfect. That was it. There's people still. A lack of home or a place to call their own doesn't make them less of a person. That is perfect. And honestly, in there's like a specific homeless person that comes across our house and sometimes rings our doorbell. Um Sometimes he doesn't always goes every day, but he sometimes does it. And whenever he really needs like food, he only asks for like €1. It's not a lot. And sometimes my parents are like really busy, I cannot really attend to him right now. But there are times where they just gave him like a sandwich and he was even more grateful for them giving him a sandwich more than just gave him money. And that made me realize he was actually being really honest because he was actually just accepting like anything, like either a sandwich. There was a time, like I said, that they were really just trying to test him to see if he would actually accept food or be grateful. They just made like a baguette sandwich and just threw some cheese in it, and he actually showed more gratefulness from that more than just money. And honestly, that just gave me more respect for the guy. And he's usually known as like a really cool guy anyway, because he's usually very kind. He respects everyone. He usually never informal anyway, or just never disrespects anyone, even though he's usually very sick too. So honestly, I don't see homeless people as bad unless they showcase respect to us. That was a husband, wife, a small girl. They were homeless, but before that, there were people. This is why we can never judge a book by its cover. And we should never judge a book by its cover. Never. It can almost feel like an instant thing for us to do, to just like judge in a book by its cover, to judge a person by its appearance immediately. It's gonna be an instant thing. It's okay to be like an instant thing, but just to stop and to think about it first before we react. That's what it should be done. It is okay to like think first, like, oh, that's a thing. That's like you can react to it. You can just not react. I mean, you can think about it first. Oh, it's a homeless person. If your first thought is of that, but then you react in the best way possible, you kind of get a pardon, okay? Because you might have had a thought, but you change for the better. I think the best way to understand human misery machine is to come in touch with your own capacity of evil, which is difficult to do. No one wants to think about how they might be a monster where circumstances are a little different. I think everyone has that darkness in their heart. I try. I've had situations where I try to put myself in those types of situations. Like I've seen the crimes and I think myself, would I've done that if it was me? But the thing is, when they like talk about the situations, when they talk about the crimes, when they talk about the details, I can never insert myself into them because I just never fully understand the motives behind the crimes. If I were to understand the motive behind the crime, maybe, but most of the times the motives are just pure like pleasure, just because they want it, just because they were never either out of desperation because they were just like they were trying to fight back or something. They never felt reasonable for me. So I never really was able to understand or be able to put myself fully into the dark side of people. I try. Yes, I try. I still try to this day, but it is not an easy task for me. It is there so we can still live in times that weren't so peaceful. I don't think we'll ever leave us because narcissist and foster elects no other. I need to go to bed water because my throat is hurting. But the darkness like you might be speaking about, it's more of an instinct because I think the whole idea of like killing and harming or stuff like that, I think it just takes back to when we were like back in the Stone Ages and stuff like that. Because we had to be more cruel, we had to be less human somehow. Like I guess I could put it that way to be able to survive. I guess it was just more of a survival instinct more than just like for humanity sake. I guess it was more for like I guess I wouldn't say humanity, but rather for my like I guess rules. How can I put up the right word? Or I guess for more like uh, I guess it was like back then it was more like survival for the fittest rather than right now, which is more like consideration for others. I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the right word. We can judge books by their covers all the time. It is one of the core things we needed to survive until now. Like I said, thing is now we have to live with it. You aren't responsible for your first thought or something. That is your upbringing and surrounding affecting you. You're responsible for what you do with that first thought. The first thought, though. Exactly. Like I said, you can think. You can like look at like something and immediately like you can look at someone that is deformed. Like you may have like a very like I don't know, like you may have like a big abscess or something like, and you think like, oh, that's a big abscess. That does not look good. But then you immediately stop and just go treat the person like it's normal. Like the person is normal. That's completely okay. Foolish behavior and utter lack of self-control, lightless, godless, those, those who place no value in virtue, some people are like that. They make it seem like people that don't follow my prayers. Those people do not follow me as a goddess. But in all seriousness, I guess it doesn't have to be godless. I guess people can be atheists. I don't fucking care, but it's just people that know just be able to control themselves. That I guess lack of control has been like a very big fucking issue around. I hate to say this, but I think lack of control has been a big issue in the latest crimes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's at least from the crimes that I've been seeing lately, feels like lack of control. Like, seems like it. I would say humanity because it is, right? Humanity involves everything we do, from best to the worst, from the mundane to the profound. All of it is thus what we are. I just stopped for a second, and do you guys remember the topic I was talking about when when Rebellion came? And or at least the first topic we were talking about at the beginning of the stream. Look at where we are now. Ah, oh, how lovely it is. I just love having streams like this. I mean, this is why I stream. I don't stream because, oh, I need to take this seriously. I have to stream just because of the game. Something like that. Fuck no. I want to chat. I want to chat. If we can talk about serious shit, I'll talk about serious shit. This is a mature channel anyway. This is why I've even put up the notification anyway. Because, that way, whenever things get really, really deep, people cannot blame me for that. I say God is like an atheist. I don't do their religion exactly. I mean, belief in something mutable and good, something as simple as beauty, or something kind. I guess even bad people can still believe in like the beautiful things, and sometimes it even may come as even like an obsession of some kind. I mean, I'm gonna use like a fictional character as an example. Sorry about that. I guess it's not gonna be the best example, but Pindar here, for example. He sees like beauty in destruction. Also, Sakura sees beauty in eternal life. They might not be They might not be beautiful things for us, but it is beautiful things for them. And it can kind of be seen as godless as well. And even though I'm comparing like fictional characters to like a real life situation, there can be people out there that can believe in some in like bad things, or what we see as like bad things, and they can see it as like very beautiful things, or maybe good things. I don't know if I'm making sense about this. I don't think I am. Lack of control is a good way of putting it. A lack of control is one of the marks of fear that we can experience. It's probably why in the times of crisis or panic, they look to the ones that is the most calm and authoritative. If they aren't scared, they might have things under control. They want to share that umbrella with them under the storm. Mm. I'm trying to like think, would I agree with that? Because I'm not gonna say like immediately yes, I agree with that, because then that would put me in a situation that I would probably be a solid follower of a cult leader or something. And I don't want to believe that, frankly. Because my first thought, if I were to be in a panic, and I see a lot of people panicking as well, if I see someone like keeping themselves cool, I one call them on their bullshit, or second of all, I feel like they're probably up with something like that before. And one of the two things, I do call them on their bullshit, or second of all, I just try to be like them. I am, but yeah, I kind of get your idea. Beating the high beholder, and not even godless, because in their fictional world, their god is the art that they follow, a destruction of eternal life and hell. Exactly. Ah, my throat. Ah. Talk so much. Oh god, I talk so much. Help, I talk too much. Wait, there's a new thing again? What is the new thing? Talk too much. I can barely gulp. Oh! Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I'm still gonna talk more again. Prepare the water. I'm gonna talk more again. And it doesn't not make it any better that the water's fucking cold too. It does not make it any better for my throat. I am indeed a yapper. I'm just laughing because I am the one that talks the most, like, even at home, even at here, even at goddamn formative course, I talk so much. Deploy the upper 3000. I feel like I was becoming like a Roomba or something. Okay, so when it comes to Alice's magic cut, I need to do a few tasks. And by few, I mean quite a lot of tasks, actually. They'll give me crystals, so then I can get some rewards based on what card I choose. Or 3 cards, I think. So now I have so many people. Brilliant, follow my strategy. Just let the low-level people become your friends. They'll start using a character quite a lot. I think you probably already done that before, but I was probably way too late on that strategy. Hey, any more peeps? Oh, we're full already. I did not look at the name until I accepted. What the fuck? Why did I? Oh my god. I did not look at the name. Oh no. Oh no. 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 I did not mean to. I both. I was gonna set it anyway, but I did not look at the name. Shay's friends. Why? Why? Speaking of nature of good and evil, I love candy. You guys have a sweet tooth? I love candy. I mean, I don't think I would be able to be friends with someone who does not love candy. To be frankly honest. But, to be also honest, my type of favorite candy are gummies. And Haribo gummies to be more specific. Rebellion knows that because I have a throne website. I have like my own throne. And the throne, basically Throne is a website where you can put your favorite gifts and people can basically send those gifts to you and they will not know where you live, basically. So it is kind of safe to people gift you stuff. Basically, they will know what you want. They can gift anonymously and they will not know where you live. So that's cool. And one of the few things I put there as one of my favorite gifts to be sent were Haribo gummies. And I am so addicted to Haribo gummies because eating those things, apparently they have vitamins from what I've heard, and they're just so addicting. And another thing that I really like apparently are also those like typical gummies. I don't know what they're called, but so do you guys actually ever seen those like egg gummies or like, yeah, I think they're called egg gummies, like fried egg yummy? Or sunny side up egg gummies. I don't know if you guys would call that. But basically either the sunny side up egg or fried egg gummies. Those are also one of my favorites. I also love the pizza gummies. I also love the strawberry gummies. I also love the warm gummies. What are the other ones that I really like too? The whale ones as well. Man, if someone were to give me like a bucket of gummies of like a kilo of gummies of that, I would love it, right? One vitamin gummy to many and I send and me that is me. If people give me like Haribo gummies, I would come to the streams feeling like a goddamn hyper person. I probably look like a I'm not one to make comparisons to other YouTubers, but believe me, I'll probably come to the streams and probably was screaming like Jacksepticeye. I would have so much energy. But the thing is, I will also drop off energy so quickly too. I've had a situation where I did start off the stream with the effect of the Haribo gummies. My energy crashed so fast. It was so fast. So, I mean, I need to be always eating those gummies, otherwise I'm gonna crash out of energy so quickly. I like candy. I have a sweet tooth out of the necessity thanks to working in a Pepsi factory. Ooh. Also, now that you said you work at a Pepsi factory, you know what's funny? We, at a formative course today, one of the people, talking, during the formative course, they were talking about like how Pepsi doesn't get as much popularity as Coke because they spent too much time or too much money in making announcements, and not announcements, but making spending too much money in, I would say, merchandising, not merchandising, but rather making too many advertisement. There we go, advertising. And one of the advertisements that they did caused a lot of ruckus. At least, it seems like they caused a lot of ruckus, at least for the Portuguese people. Because they use Ronaldo as, like, in a context that it wasn't looked well. So that's why, like, some people in Portugal stopped drinking Pepsi altogether. And, I'm sorry, that is, like... And, that is like news to you, probably. And they probably don't even give a fuck about Pepsi anyway. Yeah, probably don't. You just work there because of money. I wouldn't... I wouldn't doubt if that's the case. But, it said that, and apparently because also Pepsi, used too much money in advertisements and did not put enough money into making the flavor better, unlike Coke. So that's why Coke actually got most of the gotten like better results when it came to merchandising. and got more popular too. Eh. Yep, my throat is almost gone. Okay. Oh, bounties. Bounties aren't being done, right? Yeah. You already been done before, so taking that. It's gonna take a little bit, but Temporal Tub is gonna be up next week. Oh, it's gonna take a long time though. Make way for the winner. Ooh, ooh. What it up, what it up. Make way for the winner. I wonder if I'm gonna get lucky with Miles today. I'm not really counting on it though. I'm not counting on it. Because my luck with Tyrell last time was ridiculous because only 2 temples and that was it. Literally that was it. But I'm not sure how it's gonna be with Niles though. Tell me, Rebellion. Did you get Niles in just 2 temples? Like I did with Tyrell? Sounds to me you did. The way that you're gonna about to be phrasing that. And now start to. Oh. Of course he did. You just keep putting more money into the game. Don't you? And while I'm here still free to play. Doing still better than you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I should not be saying that. But the thing is, got so lucky with getting Niles in a single pull randomly. Damn! I'm not really gonna count on that for me, though. I mean... Steve, oh, shit. Ow! Thanks, I did talk a lot today, Anna. Welcome. But, I don't know if you saw how many keepsakes I have for Meta Alexa. You weren't here last time, but out of fucking nowhere, on last stream, I got like 4 keepsakes for Alexa. So I'm only 1 keepsake away from getting Alexa. And I did not count to get her. I did not count to get her at all. So... I don't know what I'm even supposed to do once I get her. If I do get her. That's the thing. What am I supposed to do once I get her? I'm gonna feel stupid. She's probably gonna be really useful, but I'm not sure where I'm gonna include her though. Ugh. I mean, yes, but where? And don't do any dirty joke when it comes to that, come on. Okay. Where am I gonna be? Oh yeah, I still need to do the event. Of course. Here on box. Where can't I use Sentinel Hunt? Sentinel Hunt? Oh, Sentinel? Oh, already fired this event on that. Deadly missions already done that. Crystal Miracle. I get them nowhere. Point War, can't I now? I guess I can do fuse equipment and these equipments should be easy, just like use a random one. Which one would I probably need more? Bing. Is another bing. There's a third bang. Ah, see, right. That's not good. And last bang. Hopefully that's all of it. Didn't even need that much. Okay, now successfully enhance it. Do I really have to do it from here? I guess I don't, really. I don't need to do it from here. Just give me a second. Let me go from this equipment right here. Go for bulk manage, which is easier. Bulk enhance. Oh, come on. I don't fucking care. Just put these in bulk enhance. Give 15. I have so much money in this game. Even though if money was actual crystals here, it is not. It is gold. Yes, my point stands. Okay. Then the rest is something that is just done with time. I mean, I could do more of the original miracle, but yeah, let's take our time here. Okay, let's do first one. Focus and follow your heart. Experience. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. Ah, almost our experience. Rare blessing. Good times don't come easily. Think of the obstacles you encounter and opportunities to improve yourself. Alice's advice: accept reality and smile in the face of adversity. Knowing about the fact that I had a really realistic dream today, fuck you, Alice. Your experience Lucky Charm? Go to karaoke alone. I wish I'd gone to karaoke alone. The thing is, the last time I went to karaoke, I barely could sing because I was singing in front of many people. Ugh. Okay, next up. I'm actually doing like the little thing, like choosing one of them, but Portuguese version. Old friend, the one you have been longing for could appear anywhere. A meeting in a distant land can be the sweetest of occurrences. Alice's advice: adapt reality and smile in Stop it! Again, with that advice. Alice, stop reading my fucking mind. Also, stop watching my stream for fuck's sake. Reset and Deputy Lucky Charm. Parcel Locker. I don't fucking know what that is. I still have a little bit more to go. Okay, creativity this time. Routine. More often than not, things don't go as planned. The same applies for crafting gear. Just maintain a calming mindset and go with the flow. Again, tell me that, but I'm probably not. I really don't care about crafting today. Just suppress your desires. Pursue the things you truly want. I currently don't desire anything. Sure. The creativity like a charm, plastic straw. I really don't want to go to the kitchen right now to go and grab plastic straw, but if my luck is really shitty, I guess it must be done. Sudden miracle because this one takes the least amount of resources. I think. Nyeh. At least membership-wise, it doesn't seem to take that much. Bum 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 bum. 5 more. You know what's funny, Zach? I used to have like an evil persona. But then I was like, I'm gonna just change my whole story and just have me be a human being that I just have like the soul of a goddess. That way I just don't always have to change my voice whenever my evil persona comes out. Just because my voice was getting really degraded. It was not looking good. I'm on... Oh, I ran out. Cannot do those anymore. Oh shit! You're not gonna give those anymore. Usually after the 10th day, they're not gonna give you a chance to get more memory rift deep trophies. Yeah. Also, what I need to be able to get more of those keys? Hardly anything. I need to. Oh, it's echoes only. Oh, it's echoes only. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's very, 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 very fucked up because I started off on her anyway. Because she would give me some resources for something. Oh no. The thing is, to be able to get more resources to be able to keep pulling for her, I need to do the echo, which is something I need to do after her. Which means I'm probably gonna have to come back to her after the echo. No. Okay, so clap, 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 chick to chick. It's time we start up the gacha, shall we? I know it's not the best way for me to officially start up the gacha, but we're gonna start here on Meta Alexa anyway. And I only have like very little, just like 1 5 pull and only like maybe 3 single pulls. I'm just gonna do the 5 pull right now. If I don't get anything, that's fine, because my idea is to do the 5 pull, then go for the echoes, and then come back to her eventually. Because if I can get her, tight, cool. The thing is, I'm not feeling too confident today. But whenever usually that happens, that could be a good sign. But anyway, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Probably a good decision. Gold record. You gave me at least something. It wasn't her, but at least it was something. Okay, so here's the situation. I've been thinking about this because either I keep pulling, I don't know how many pulls do I keep pulling for nails until I stop, because eventually I'm gonna have to stop. I also have platinum today. I have a little bit of beautiful shimmers. Okay in almost all sides for elemental today. And I guess I can put up a little bit for a gold, a little bit aside from Nocturne, since I'm close to guaranteed anyway for gold. Let me just like set this up already. Okay, so at least this is already enough to get to guaranteed. I am not gonna spend too much. Let's see how far I need to be able to get at least a good chunk to get to Niles, hopefully. I don't know how far this guy is gonna be demanding of me. I don't know how much. It wouldn't be the first time. It would be far too easy if they gave me like a legendary right up in the first bowl. Far too easy. It'll be far too ridiculous if I get another tier L situation. Also, it's not you. There's like some stuttering happening this way for some reason. This would have been a really good day for me to have a tracker and just like show off my middle fingers. Ugh. She's a good luck one. She's an alright one, and she is like my worst luck one. Ugh. I don't know what this means. It's not gonna mean good stuff. Ugh, of course. The good and the bad cancels it out. He just shows up neutral. Livy. They're not looking right for me. Whoa. Only one epic? Feeling so. Okay. I'm gonna get more because ever so nice. Give me like 5 more if everything's okay. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't think I should be continuing, but I'm gonna continue. Oh, well, this is not gonna be good. Eh. I think Niles is gonna be worth it, but I think it's not gonna be an easy one to get, though. I'm gonna just try one more time. Because I'm reaching my 30th pull, so I'm gonna get 5 more discs. I'm gonna exchange for 5 more. I'm gonna do my 40th pull. It's not gonna give me anything. I'm just gonna leave it at that. If I get him, good. If I don't, fuck. Maybe I'll get a little bit more, a few more crystals next time. Let's do the exchange. It's a lot. It's a lot of resources just for Nocturne spins. Oh, it was worth it after all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 the dragon.
I draw the lines, so I make the rules.
What? What is this Japanese? It's not Japanese. He's Japanese. Oh, they didn't add the Japanese voice to him. Oh, that's fucked up. There's no Japanese voice for Niles. I mean, this happened before. Who was it with? I think this happened with other characters before. Was it with Ryota? No, it wasn't with Ryota. Cause I got really late. Who fucking was it? That I got, and apparently when they first when I got them, they still had like the English voices instead of the Japanese ones. Fuck, I'll never remember that. Finally! I thought this was not gonna work, but I'm so happy they did. Fuck yes. Sure. I mean, sure. Okay, I have a few ripples. By few, just a few. And I don't know how many more ripples I have with Kina. I only have 22. I am never gonna get her. Even though Era is useful. So are the other ones. I don't have Lily. I don't have Era. Oh, by God, I need a Kina. Yeah, that's actually the first time that happened. So that's weird. I was like, wait, what? That's weird. I saved us so many pulls I can get a 4 cost esper completely. Oh my god. God. That's mean. You're mean. You're mean. Meanie. I probably should have not add up, but fuck it. The game is cool. So now this is finally in the collection. So next up is Platinum. Ah. That is a lot of meat, so you do deserve it. Oh, Falcon! Wait, wasn't Falcon's birthday, like, recently? Let me look at the Discord. Real quick. Like, Dislyte was it like Dislyte patch notes? Yeah. Vulcan's birthday was like 2 days ago. Happy birthday, buddy. Happy late birthday, though. Sorry, though. The fact that he was actually on my my platinum and he was like the last Esper being the one that actually celebrated his birthday kind of makes... It's kind of, honestly... I mean, it's not that interesting, but it is kind of a coincidence. Okay. Let's now go for the shimmer. I've sensed Victor is gonna be one of those shimmers that I'm gonna have to go all the way to Legendary just to get him. It's not gonna be easy. He is not gonna be easy. I am ready to have a heart attack if I get him. I am ready to have a heart attack and just fall out of my goddamn chair today. I got Niles. If I get fucking this guy today, I'm gonna fall off my chair. My headphones are going with me. It doesn't seem to be the case today. I think Dislyte is like listening to me very attentively. I don't think it's gonna be it. Last one. Just blues. Just a bunch of blues. Oh, I still have another one. I didn't know I had another one. You know what's so weird? Don't you sometimes see a blue and you think you're seeing yellow or like gold? And you just almost feel like you're about to get jump scared. I hope I'm not the yellow one. It feels like I sometimes see blue and my brain just goes like gold, 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 gold. And I'm like, chill, it's blue. Okay. Going back to this lady. Nope, not me. God damn it. Now you are gonna be a little bit of a pain because last time I had to go get to you, and I feel like it's gonna be the same thing again. Need to adjust my headband here. The reason why I use a headband is because I have like a very long bang. I have quite long bangs. They're almost covering my eyes. So if you see my actual model's bangs are just slightly longer. So I sometimes have to use like I use my eye mask, my sleeping mask, to just like pull my hair back. I know that's gonna look it's gonna make my bangs look all floppy-ish something. But it's just so my eye tracking looks better. Oh! Oh! Now you're being nice to me, huh? Last time you weren't being so nice. Now you're deciding to be all nice to me, hey? God damn it, Maria. Now you're just trying to be nice to me, eh? Oh, another one for the books. Hey. It still does not mean I'm happy. I mean, I am. Kind of. But it does not mean I apologize to her because of the fact that she gave me a hard time last time. See? It's not that easy. I mean, she was easy to get the second divinity. But Siege was much easier, though. Siege was a freaking sweetheart of a guy to get. All his divinates, all his first 3 divinates, chill. Really easy to get. No problem whatsoever. Now, these ones are gonna be like a pain in the butt. Believe it or not, we use divinates were so much easier to get than this woman. Yeah, big. Let's keep it going. I don't know if this is already the last pull. If it's the last bull, I'm not gonna get her. And even if the next bull is still available, I'm still not gonna get her. How do I know? I have a feeling. Gods can have feelings too. Sometimes it's the thing that makes us still live in this weird world that is Earth. You know where might be also the reason why I'm all chatty? Ooh, Fujiko! This might be a really good sign. Never mind, I don't have enough divinates. Fuck it. You know what also might be the reason why I'm so chatty today? My dad bought recently, like, I think they're rice stuffed chocolates. That shit is my favorite thing. Like, and I'm not sure if they're rice stuffed or how you guys call it, but they're like very crispy chocolate. I think it's like very crispy rice or like Rice Krispies. I think they're called Rice Krispies inside the chocolate. And that shit is so good. And I ate just like a tiny bit before the stream, and I think that just got me all hyped. Now going to the elementals. My city here is really far. Where do I need more help the most? Flow, I guess. So let's start off on Inferno, Wind, and Flow. Feels like a dang hell that I need help on Flow. Apparently that seems to be true. Have a good one, Billion. Oh, again? This is a sign. Is that a sign? Tuko Haru's in a room? That is a sign to behold. And apparently I still have more Infernos to get. That does not look good. That's disgusting. Disgusting. I did not know I had enough to do the temples in Inferno. I did not know. This one I definitely don't have enough. For Flow I might. But when I certainly do not. There we go. Cheers! You know it's water. Cold water in winter. Like, that's not gonna kill your teeth later. I'm bound. I think Zach actually fell asleep. He did say that he was like afraid of falling asleep when watching VTubers. I think he finally did. Probably he did when I was like reading those cards on Alice's Magic Hub. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Okay. When the Infernos are done, now onwards to Flow. I don't think I'm gonna get a legendary out of the elementals. The pity is too far off. Wait, what happened to my character? Character? she lost the tracking for some odd reason. I think because I was starting to like go way too low, and then I was getting like behind the microphone or something. I always. Yeah. Ooh, okay, so I'm having kind of specific characters for this. This could be a good sign. I'm trying to be analytical, okay? I'm trying to get hooked to myself. Apparently I don't have enough for a temple. Close, but no dice. Sorry. Okay, so all of them are done except the gold. Nocturne is done. Shimmer is done. Divinity is done. Platinum is done. Elemental is done. So all that is left is the gold. I will get a legendary no matter what. I can get it now. I can get it after that. I don't know how many get. I have so many choices of destiny as well. What the fuck? Oh, it was early. Okay. I was like, is it gonna be like a second one? Nah. Of course it isn't. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Fuck off, Arcana. Fuck off, Arcana. Just show me the gold, the legendaries, please. Ooh. That was lucky. Why you're always showing up? Leon, this is not your second rodeo already. This is like third rodeo at this point. Lushang, you also already showed up, but since you're not pulled in already, might as well choose you.
陣地の中で策を巡らし、千里の外に勝利を決する。
This was guaranteed anyway. I mean, it wasn't really guaranteed. I got it earlier, but I was gonna get it anyway. Now, am I gonna get another one or not? That depends on my luck. I don't think so. I don't think so. I suddenly don't feel it in my heart. I don't feel it in my spirit. I don't feel it anywhere in my fingertips. So never mind. Oh, never mind. This girl, this woman, she is the pinnacle of my luck. She and Sachiko are like, they're basically like telling me like, hey, luck is coming. Luck is coming. You just need to try a little harder. It may not be in this build, it may not be in the next build, but maybe somewhere. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. I mean, my theories about like which espers actually give me luck might not really be fundamental, but it gives me hope. I mean, I got Lushang, I got Niles. I guess that's fine. Else, did I get oh yeah, I did get a Marie Divinate. Oh, I guess that's not too bad. And since I got Niles Divinate, I don't need to go for his Nocturne pulls anymore. Because usually what I'm looking for is just get the character, not really get more resonances, because I don't put money into the game until they either make Metagaias or they put up a scene for Yamato. Or if they make Meta Yamato before anything else, oh, then I'm freaking broke. Oh, I'm gonna go broke if they make Meta Yamato too soon. Too soon. They better make him look good though. They better make him look good. I hope whenever they make him like a meta, just not be like a recolor. That'd be betrayal in my core. God, I have so many of these. 2 days. Oh. Oh, that does not give me enough. Does not give me enough to be able to keep on going and perhaps get. Everyone seems to be getting Nels nowadays. Sweet. That is not going to be enough to get Meta Alexa. I mean, I can keep trying. And singles. I'll do singles. But I don't think it's going to be worth it. Yeah. I guess it's gonna be one of those situations where I just get really shitty lucky. Shit luck. I mean, I've run out of like more tokens I can get. So I guess I'm not gonna get it. Unless they just like reset the XP sources, the weekly XP sources, and I can get to the gold box. But no, they don't even give me more coins here, so... Nice.
I yield to no one.
Okay, so... Kid. Why are you not... It says here, you have a Japanese voice actor.
All is at my command.
Maybe it doesn't really, hasn't really been published yet. Maybe it's still in the works. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
All is at my command.
Okay, let's just keep leveling him up. Not yet. Okay, Ascension. He seems to be really good though, so I guess I got really lucky to get him. But honestly, I already forgot his abilities, so... Let me get some of these things.
I yield to no one.
Okay, let's read. Hopefully I don't get interrupted by the guy. Maverick of the Shadows. Niles is a shadow guard who possesses the power of Nidhogg. With piercing eyes marked by golden slit pupils, a tyrant frame, and the presence of dragon horns and tail, Niles commands attention wherever he goes, leaving chills down people's spines. Yet beneath his fearsome exterior, Niles has a calm and restrained nature. Content in his own company, Niles carries himself with elegant and poise. Oh, whatever. His room is filled with exquisite wooden carvings. A neat hobby he took up to suit his mind. Niles is a detached man, both in the way he lives and how he treats others. Rather than a shadow guard, he resembles a shrewd businessman. Niles hails from Utgard and is the eldest son of the Drake family. Being highly intelligent, he was admired by his younger brother, Ian, and was once groomed as the family heir. But his hopes of a bright future were shattered the moment he became an Esper. The physical changes from the transformation left him terrified, and he became a figure of fear among the people around him after accidentally hurting someone. As Niles couldn't contain his powers despite his best efforts, his parents began to distance themselves from him. Only Ian remained by his side through his turbulent journey of mastering his powers. With Ian's support, Niles gradually learned to control his emotions and power. After turning down the Shadow Decree's invitation, his life slowly returned to normal. Pleased with Niles' progress, his parents held a coming-of-age ceremony in his honor. During the celebration, Ian offered a toast, and Niles felt deeply grateful. He knew he would never have come this far without his brother's support. Yet, things quickly took a tragic turn. Halfway through the party, Niles grew disoriented, and by the time he regained consciousness, everything was beyond saving. Ian was crying and shouting in anguish, while his parents lay lifeless on the blood-soaked carpet. Niles fled before the marshals arrived. With his reputation in tatters and nowhere to go, he sought refuge with the Shadow Decree he had once rejected, just to survive. After joining the Shadow Decree, Niles was haunted for a long time by the fear of losing control. With Sandra's help, Niles finally discovered the truth in the laboratory. His sync rate had always been stable, and his frenzy was actually the result of poisoning. The clues eventually led Niles to the one who had sabotaged him, Ian. To ensure Niles had absolutely no chance of becoming the family heir, Ian went so far as to cause their parents' death. Niles was devastated, unable to accept what Ian had done. Once again, he withdrew into himself, suppressing his emotions and trusting no one. Niles honed his powers in the shadows, patiently biding his time for revenge. Wow, that is actually a term for the fucking worst. That's really fucked up. That's fucked up, Ian. Fucked up. Really fucked up there, Niles. I mean, not Niles. Niles, you did it best. But that's fucked up, Ian. Really fucked up. Now I'm gonna have the registration of when I got him. Now, I cannot really... Oh, again. That's again. Well, what should I build them with? Nether set, thunder set. What are people building in? Performance. Okay, nether. Nether with Avatara. Nether with Avatara. Shit. So, what is the usual thing? T damage, an attack bonus, and attack bonus. Okay, it's usually like damage dealer. Okay. Tier 80 damage. And attack usually? Yeah. There's also some tyranny, also, but I think the idea is to give him with a nether set. I haven't seen a character that uses nether set as an actually good setup in a while. I'm surprised. I'm gonna choose you. Hopefully it'll be a good one. Gonna be one of those days I'm gonna be struggling all the time.
Is that Mike?
There we go. That's much better, actually. Holy fuck, that's really good. One with a... Here we go. That's... Please, all... Let's see, damage at the very least. On a good chunk. That's good. It did not full on see damage, but that's a lot of great rate, so... I... will take... You're really good. Oh, you're really good.
Oh,
I'm so glad I kept you. You, attack bonus. You have some speed. He doesn't really need speed, but I'm gonna keep it though. Even though he does not need... I'm like really good when it comes to C rate. I guess I'm not a tower. I guess I can like skip some requirements. I guess I'm doing really well when it comes to gear, apparently. So much for that, apparently. Guess, Alice was calling up on bullshit and not me. Apparently not doing too well when it comes to... Wait, hold up. I still need more C rate. I mean, I could sacrifice a little bit of attack bonus. That's fine. I guess this one seems to be more appealing. At least give me like TNC rate. Oh, please give me good ones on C rate. I did not ask for much, but thank you anyway. Oh, that's perfect. That's a well-built Niles. Now I just need to like give him booster stones, but he seems to be not a well-built. Now, what about you? What do you need? Tonic Rep 10 or higher. You know what? Just take him in and put in Niles. Let's see how he does. Oh my god, I have to scroll so much. I have so many Aspers. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, what is he for you? like his animation stuff like that. I don't think he's gonna have any sort of like Japanese animations anyway. Huh. Huh, he was like doing like a mystical thing in the beginning. He's not doing it anymore.
I will not be shackled.
I need to go back to reading his kit. I don't remember. But let me get to completing his task first. It's so weird to actually hear Japanese and English together.
I yield to no one.
I think they're just trying to still make up the voice actors' work. I think they haven't really been able to get in contact with the original voice actor yet. At least 3 Proseida. Mythology, Proseida. So Norse. Okay. Not fucking worry at all. Just let me be picky about this for a little while. Sure. Here we go. Yeah. Now I can finally rest up my voice a little. Continue with you. Does that mean I can... Oh, I cannot get all the way there because I don't have enough C damage. Oh, I don't have enough C damage. Wait, what? Oh, it's telling me to use more speed. But why?
I yield to no one.
Why? Why? You know what? I'm also gonna do something. You guys are probably gonna judge me very harshly for this, but just so I can do... Just so I can do something, just for the Mirror Lab. Okay, where the fuck is Misha? Misha! There we go. Ah, I thought I saw Misha. This is gonna feel wrong, but I'm using him for the Mirror Lab, so... Oh, this is gonna feel so wrong. Oh, I don't have enough anyway. Oh, I'm gonna need to farm. I need to make him hard. Is this one? Yes, I can definitely work. I need to give him like a second one too, right? Sure. I'll put up a slot eventually. Which is the best one for him? Isn't his thing is all about like the faster he is, the more damage he does? No, I don't think that's it. But sure, we're gonna keep this one for now. Not what I want, but it's certainly something. Okay, so let me try to do some splits on you. The thing is, this one just is so much stamina uses, so I cannot really... I'm not gonna be able to level up being shot to level 70 today. I need to be conservative with my stamina because of the upcoming championship. I need to at least get the resources at the very least. And I sometimes feel the desire to get to the top 5s and like top 3s because of the extra crystals. Mm, not even close. I wonder if that is already making a difference. I doubt it very much. But I'm interested if that is already enough to make it work.
The boss. Empress.
I also do need to make Vindar a little bit tankier too. It's not just about making Mingxu stronger, it's about also making the other ones tankier. Because if a second effect happens, then those two go down. And then he doesn't live. He's the only one that can really break the barrier. It gets invincibility and stuff whenever he does that, but he needs to be quick about it. Because if it's not timed well, he will die. So far, it's doing really well. I think the add up of that second slot is helping him because of the speed. Oh, please don't die now. This is somehow working. This is somehow working. And I don't know how this is working, but this is working somehow. He's bypassing any damage from... Oh no, he didn't. Oh my god, he's actually bypassing any damage from the Shammer Messenger. How? I'm actually in shock. Did I just build him a monster? He's not dying. I mean, also I should probably thank Sakura because she's helping. If he does the second one, he's about to be dead. That did not do enough damage. Come on. Okay, taking a second hit though. Oh, he's not doing enough damage. Yeah, he's stuck at 26%. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to do enough. Unless the fact that because Lushang is living for a long while, it's gonna just ever increase the damage a bit more. Then it's gonna make him do more damage, but he's not getting out of 46%. Also, I fucking forgot to give a resonance to Lushang too. He also got a resonance, so I need to get out of here. This was gonna be lasting forever anyway. Oh, my throat. Ah. I spoke too much today. Lushang! What up, though? There you are. Okay. So, we're getting Lushang to R5. And one more, he is R6. Let's hear it. Imagine how big of a buff this one's gonna be once he gets to R6. Also, I just don't like how his jib is. Yes, I need also for
魚のように
you too.
何かお手伝いできることはありますか？
I forgot that I also need to cheer you up as well. I didn't give you a divinate at all. There we go.
何かお手伝いできることはありますか？
That should be good. Well,
何か
Niles is now built. What other characters probably should need to build more? Let's go back to the mirror lab. I'm still gonna be trying to be a little bit careful when it comes to what espers I need to get more resources from. And since on Monday we're gonna have more bosses unlocked, and that way I can put in more crystals for other characters. That is kind of the plan. Yeah, Javid and Intezar also need. I feel like these guys are gonna need a lot of bump up. And Mia doesn't have it either. Oh, that's weird. I think Shamrock needs it the most though, because I'm giving a lot of attention to Ningxue. Because this one is being way too hard. Ugh. Ugh. I guess I can do a few of these. Just be able to make Ningxue a little bit better. But I also need to make the thing is I've already maxed up the other guys, so I guess that is him that is being left out right now. It's pretty strong right now.
お客さんの手紙を汚さないよう注意しないと。
And they can be broken through. There we go. Don't join me at the night birthday. Don't join. Okay, how much can I break through? That's the question. I need to get more crystals now. Let's see if he can. I don't think he can do it. Fucking doubt it. But let's see. I'm curious. I don't think the damage is gonna be that big, but I'm curious to see if he's gonna be able to go surpass that 46% barrier that I was stuck on last time. Oh, he's gunning down. Okay, still has invisibility. Gonna get hit once. It's not gonna get hit now. Yeah. Oh! Oh wait, he's still on bar 5 though. It's gonna be a little bit terrifying to do because you only have a limited amount of cycles anyway. And the longer it takes, the stronger the berry will be. Do you really need a strong DPS damage dealer? And I know some people end up using Murayama anyway, which is normal, understandable, but for survivability reasons, Mixture is usually seen as like better. Okay, 64%. Sorry. Okay, he's about to do it again. That speed thing is actually being quite a lovely thing. I mean, I say it's a speed thing, but Sakura too. Double take? rushing it a little bit too much there, but okay. I don't think we can do it anymore. He is not able to go past it. You saw that he still did the damage, but he didn't change the numbers there. So I don't think there's any possibility. But I mean, we are doing progress. That is a good sign. Also, yeah, I just said I was gonna be reading into Niall's abilities. I did not actually stop to see that, right? Okay.
I yield to no one.
I'm also just gonna do him a big favor and just gonna throw in like a lot of Billy months for him. If I'm gonna use him, he better already be good by the time I start using him.
Oh, is that my command?
It's not enough yet. But he'll be good soon. Okay, so his S1. Deals damage to all enemies. Damage 135% because of the level 4. Seals 1 buff from target.
Oh,
Applies
is
1
that
stack of
my
enthrall
command?
to non-boss targets. Each stack reduces max HP by 8%. Oh, he is a max HP reducer, right? Yeah, he is. He can just like reduce he can just like reduce max HP. He now reduces max HP by 8%.
Is that my
Max
command?
8 stacks. So that's why he needs Avatar, so he can keep using his S1. Instances of healing that contains a current stack removes 1 stack. Okay, so yeah, that's why I went with the whole idea like, oh, Amit can counter
Is that
him.
my command?
I can just kind of stop him. Neat. Transfer stack for stack, no, percent stack one be removed upon death. Petrification. He won't be affected by freezing, petrification,
that
and
my
also his own
command?
enthrall. He will get a stack of neath every time he gets buffed. So transfers for attack per stack, so he needs to get buffed quite often. Right.
Oh, is that my command?
When non-boss enemies dispel their debuffs, they receive 1 stack of enthrall and take damage. Okay, 20% of Niall's attack. When taking fatal damage prevents death, restores HP to 100% of max HP. Gets 10 stacks on the net and immediately
Is
cast
that
Ash and
my
Breath.
command?
Okay. Deals damage to all enemies, increases damage by 15% for each stack of enthrall to the target. So it needs to do a lot of entrolls to be able to then use Ash and Breath. Be able to make it work. Yeah, so it's basically max
Is
HP
that
reducer.
my command?
I was wondering. So does that mean I have all the I have all the Umbras still? Yes, I do. I have all the Umbras. Holy fuck. My luck with Umbras has been honestly kind of great. For Shimmers though, I'm missing 3. I'm working my way through Victor. Eventually, once I get Victor, if they don't release another Shimmer soon down the line, I'm going to work towards Petros, and then Cecilia. And you might be thinking why there's any need for Cecilia. I'm just trying to catch them all like they're Pokemons, okay? I just want to get them all, and if there's ever a need for a specific Esper, like if ever Cecilia gets buffed for some fucking reason, at least I have her. For flows, I need. Oh, I don't have like the most recent ones, which are also metas. Well, fuck. For wins, it is the meta, isn't it? No, it's Yukina. Wait, I haven't the metas? Wait, there's no meta Wind Esper? Holy fuck, there's no meta Wind Esper. There's been no meta Wind Esper so far. Wait, hold on. No, there is. There's meta. But there was right in front of me, and I was just like closing my fucking eyes. Good job, Mercy. Ugh. It was right in fucking front of me. And then this one is the one that I need the most, because apparently the ones that I need the most are metas, and I can't unhave them. This one was available in a banner, and we'll never get him back, and I fucking don't want him anyway. And this one Even though he was like he's available on the normal gacha, I don't want him anyway. He's not useful. These ones are metas. I'll be day in hell I can get another meta. Apparently, I don't think I'm gonna get it collect anyway. Apparently, it can be either a cane or a freaking whip. Like the way that she was lucky make it look like a cane. Then it feels like if they were giving me like a few more levels to work with on the Love Gods Ballroom, I can maybe, just maybe, be able to get her, but I don't think I'm gonna get her anyway. Sad. Very, very sad. But, I mean, I guess it is to be expected that by the next stream we're gonna get information about what is coming next anyway. Millup is doing some good shit though, I'll admit. Because even though Miramon Codex, you are not getting much information yet because of what is being given to you right now, because the Sonic Counters, only a few things are going to be available from time to time. Like, for example, hard mode is only going to be available when the new banner comes around. So you really can't do much. So I'm gonna try and like unlock more of like certain bosses whenever I can. And I've been trying to like look up and see like what espers are like probably gonna like benefit from them, and to see if I use them for the eventually for the Dislyte Rift. Because since I'm not gonna be too overly focused on PvP anyway, I feel like probably be for the best for me to do well on Dislyte Rift to then do well on the rest of the stuff. I feel like that's generally a good train of thought, right? The thing is, I was just like trying out a bit of everything on this, just trying to have fun. Honestly, Baru's here has a really good like passive here. Did I put that Baru's passive on Sakura that I remember? Or was it like a Hair of Inaba that I put on? I think it was the Hair of Inaba one. Yeah, it was the Hair of Inaba one. It was the HP one. I mean, she doesn't technically have a shield. Wait, what? What do you recommend this one for? It increases final damage with the... Oh. Does that apply to her only or to everyone? If it does apply to everyone, cool, tight, very good. But if it is to only her, I don't see the appealing of that though. But I'm gonna equip it anyway, just because you're saying it so. Oh, Maros! Oh, hell yes! Are you also gonna be... No. There's just this spelling chance 20%. Maybe? I guess? You definitely need the... God damn it, I hate when this happens. What? You also want Shimmer? So having others useless then? Oh, we also need Barrows. I respect the Barrows one. Complete respect for Baru's one. He also probably needs Barus. Oh, you need Herbenaba? I guess it's because you die easily, right? Yeah, you die easily. Oh, does that mean... Now I'm just gonna have to try to test this out. On the Void one... I'm gonna have to test this out. Are you gonna get the shield when you're about to die anyway? Huh. Oh, she died anyway. Great. Oh shit, alive. Hmm. Oh.
行け、奴らを引き裂け。
Oh. Nope.
大丈夫よ。これはただの煙。驚いた？
Yeah, no. I think the problem here is you actually. You are not thinking enough.
サプライズだよ。どう？私のプレゼント気に入ってくれた？
Your things are really even the best one for you, as far as I'm aware. I think really might be Javi. The thing is, I don't have any build for him yet. So, I guess I either change him because he's not supposed to be on Windset. He was best on Windset before, but he's no longer best for Windset. So, I need to change into more of an attack build. Maybe that'll make it better. And I'm feeling a little lazy to make more builds again. I mean, I will say that I got really, really lucky when it came to building Niles. It went pretty smoothly, honestly. I did not do the boosters, but I probably should be doing boosters at some point. But let's wrap it up for today. So let me try to get an idea what I got today. So I got Niles. I did not get him at Alexa, but I got Niles after 40 pulls. I got Niles. After that, I did not get anything from Platinum. I did not get anything from Shimmer. Did get Marie Divinate on the second pull. Did not get anything on the Elemental, I believe. And on the gold pull, I got Choice of Destiny that led me to Lushang. So I only got 2 Espers, but one of them was the Umbra Esper, so I picked that as a win. So at least that did not take me too many of my resources to get the character. So even though probably he's gonna be stronger if I get more resources, I'm not gonna try to use whatever I have as a free to play just to get the guy at the higher resonances, because I don't think that is gonna be too game changing. So let's up right up to the next scene. Oh, my throat. This was a quite of a yapping stream. I don't think I did say that I was probably gonna try and be a little bit more silent today because I have a little thing on my lip, but I guess that went to shit apparently. I still feel bad in my throat, and I know once I stop, it's gonna feel worse. But it's gonna recover anyway. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Don't forget I'll be joining you guys now on Sunday. There's gonna be more of God Eater 3. Now, if you've been paying attention to my Discord, maybe you've been probably noticing that I've been playing a little bit of God Eater almost every day, almost. And I've actually been God Eater's been probably one of the few games that I've been able to grind in the game, because not a lot of games that I've been able to play have a point into the game that you could just grind, because they don't have a level system or something. And I've been able to take some time into the game to grind, and honestly it's been quite enjoyable. I actually do enjoy being able to grind in the game, and I don't grind for hours or anything. I just grind it for a little while. I'm just trying to make my allies better. I'm not even trying to make myself better. I'm just I bit my goddamn tongue. I'm just trying to make my allies better. And if you compare the previous stream to when the next stream comes out, which is gonna be on this Sunday, you're gonna be noticing quite a difference. So that way, once we get to the actual story, you're gonna be seeing a much smoother gameplay. Also probably gonna be seeing a different weapon too. I'm no longer using that moon blade. I'm gonna be using a Reaper blade. It's gonna look so much cooler too. And if you want to see more Dislyte, join with me every Friday at the usual time. If you're here for maybe the game, maybe Blue Protocol Star Business perhaps, that is Mondays. Don't forget about that. I stream that every Monday at the usual time as well, so don't forget to join in at that time as well. So for all my lovely angels, hope you have a lovely night, and see you again soon. Bye-bye!